Good morning, everyone. This is Suresh Kumar from Zebu and Zebu School on morning market update. Today was a subdued day when compared to the other days, last 2 days when the market was in a tearing hurry to go up, and yesterday also there was a volatile day. Today, so far, 45 minutes, about 45 minutes of the market. Right now, it is subdued. It is well within the range. Why it has happened? One, the last 2 days market was going up, but there was no queue from the international markets because the market was on holiday on Monday for the US markets. So market, even though it went up, but there was no queue, and people were expecting some kind of relief rally to happen in the US market, which didn't happen. So that rally couldn't go up further because it lost steam. It had the market, international markets also supported the move by going up few odd percentages, then our Nifty also would have reached to the higher levels. But it didn't happen, unfortunately. So market is range bound right now as we speak. So what has happened? There is one interesting thing that needs to be noted is that FAS, even though markets were going up in the past 2 days, FAS have been selling mildly though. Some around yesterday it was around 867 crores they have sold. Uh, but the most important thing is in the all of December, FIS sold about 9,000 crore, 9,300 crores worth of equities. That goes against the stream. FIS have been buying steadily, or at least not selling as bad as they did the year before. But this year, this month, they started selling again, and it's around 9,000 odd crores they have sold this year itself. So it could be various reasons. One of the reason is that liquidity tightening that is happening there in the US market. So they have to anything that is on the risky side, even though the emerging markets has a very good risk reward, particularly Indian market, stock market. They want to take it back because they want to fly to the safety. They want to invest in stable thing because the interest rates are going up, and it is expected to go up even further. So they started selling their holdings here in India uh, to an extent, even if it is not too substantial. They started selling it. And this relief rally also been the COVID relief rally because the China again opened up their country. People, the flights have been again started. People have started traveling within China. But what happened is in the other countries, they have started screening the people coming out of China because they don't want that virus to spread into that particular variant of the virus to spread into that country as well. So there is subdued relief in the markets, but still, there is one more interesting factor you need to look at is that even though NASDAQ, if you were to see here, even though NASDAQ, if you were to see, uh, only about 1 odd percent, 1.5 percentage has fallen, and Dow Jones about 0.8 percentage it has fallen. But Tesla, if you were to see here, Tesla fell down by about 14, that is 11 percentage on a stable day. It's not a very bad day in USA, but still it kept falling. And it is likely to fill the indexes, so whichever index it is part of, it is likely to pull down the index. So a lot of things are happening in the international market also. If Tesla is to fall further, then a lot of margin calls will happen, and there will be a lot of liquidation. That will again have a impact on the index, and passive investors who have invested in the index, which they hold stake indirectly through the passive index funds. So we are living in an interesting time. Let's see how it plays out. Coming back to our economy and our capital markets, we were to see the sectoral indices. Which are the sectoral indices which is doing well now? There's almost no significant movement that happened today, but except for one Nifty consumer durable, which is up by about 1.3 percentage. Everything else is well within very, very, very normal, I mean, minor, minute of the moves that has happened in the sectoral indices. If you were to go and see the broad market indexes, you will find that percentage wise, again, there is not much change at all. not much change at all happened in um, our indexes. It's all. How about the how about the um, advanced decline ratio? Advanced decline ratio also, it is 27 advances to 23 declines, which is quite normal. It is hardly any this thing bias towards any side. As we stand today, there is no much difference between bulls and bears where we are. I mean, as we stand today, right now. Coming back to the our own indices and the charts, if we are to see, now it has turned mildly positive. It is mildly positive territory. One second. It is on the mildly positive territory. And if we are to see how small the range it is trading right now when compared with earlier days, it's broad ranges that these are the difference between these blue lines, horizontal blue lines, straight lines are the highs and lows of the particular day. You see that's such a broad range for the Nifty for those days. But if I had to say yesterday, because yesterday there was hardly any queue from the international market, so there was no movement at all. But now, when compare it with now, this today's chart, the final portion of it, if I had to see it, it is the market is very very subdued. So it is waiting for direction. If it goes up, there will be a profit booking that comes up. If it goes down somewhere near the support ranges, then again the bottom fishing will come up and the people will start buying at the lower level. So it is stuck in a very sweet zone, and market can break either way. Depending on the sentiments, as we know, that market moves on the sentiments in the short term and fundamentals in the long run. So to predict how the market is going to move in the short term is going to be an exercise in futility. So we suggest that now that the market is range bound and almost without any hardly any move at all. So the strangles and straddles will do well unless and until the market turns violent or volatile. So again, keep your asset. I mean, if you are a trading trader, then keep your positions very very light, because the market can move either way, and short-term market prediction is difficult. So if you are a directional person, today may not be the day for doing that, because market is hardly having any direction at all. If you are a person who is a non-directional trader, then probably this is the day where you would be very very successful. And with the fall of Nasdaq and Tesla and so many other tech companies, as we saw yesterday, you can have a look at it, the material index funds which invest in Nasdaq or other international companies which has exposure, or international ETFs which has exposure to international companies which are in the tech sector. So please consider that. Check with your financial advisors and then take a decision on this. Um, let's see how the market moves in the morning. Probably Praveen would be joining in the evening to give you much further update on how the market is going to behave and how the market has behaved all through the day. Thank you. This is Suresh Kumar signing off for Zebu and Zebu School. Have a good day and have a profitable trading day. Thank you.